Hello primary one, I am Miss Shru, your math teacher in Mustaqbal Language School. Our lesson today about identifying time. Okay, let's start. This is analog clock. Analog clock. Analog clock, it has two hands, long hand and short hand. Long hand is called the minute hand. Long hand is minute hand and short hand is called the hour hand. Short hand is hour hand. When the minute hand points to 12, we say o'clock. Look at here, hour hand pointing to 8, so we say it's 8 o'clock. Look at here, this is a digital clock. 00 it means number of minutes. يعني 00 يا primary يعني أنا ما عنديش أي minutes. And 2 it means the hour. So we say it's 2 o'clock. Now open your booklet page 94, activity 1, write the time. Picture number 1. What time is it? Look at here, short hand pointing to 6 and long hand pointing to 12. So it's 6 o'clock. This boy wake up at 6 o'clock. Next picture, look at here. What time is it? Short hand pointing to 7 and long hand pointing to 12. So it's 7 o'clock. This boy go to school at 7 o'clock. Next picture. What time is it? Short hand pointing to 9 and long hand pointing to 12. What time is it? Who can answer? Malik, what time is it? 9. Excellent. It's 9 o'clock. Next picture. What time is it? Look at here. This is analog clock. Our hand pointing to 5 and the long hand pointing to 12. So we say it's 5 o'clock. Next example. Look at here. What time is it? Short hand pointing to 7 and the long hand pointing to 12. So we say it's 7 o'clock. Next example. Look at here, this is analog clock. Short hand pointing to 10 and the long hand pointing to 12. Hagar, what time is it? Excellent, it's 10 o'clock. This boy go to sleep at 10 o'clock. Activity number 2. Draw the hands of a clock according to the situation. Picture number 1, look at here. This boy wake up at 6 o'clock. So we draw the hour hand pointing to 6 and long hand pointing to 12. Next picture, this boy go to school at 7 o'clock. So we draw the long hand pointing to 12 and short hand pointing to 7. Next example, this boy go home at 3 o'clock. So we draw the long hand pointing to 12 and short hand pointing to 3. Next example, this boy eat lunch at 4 o'clock. So we draw the long hand pointing to 12 and short hand pointing to 4. Okay. Activity 4, draw the hands. Oh, this is a digital clock. Picture number 1. It's 3 o'clock. In analog clock, we draw the short hand pointing to 3 and long hand pointing to 12. It's 3 o'clock. Next picture, it's 10 o'clock. So we draw the long hand pointing to 12 and short hand pointing to 9 or 10. So it's 10 o'clock. Next picture, it's 2 o'clock. In analog clock, we draw the long hand pointing to 12 and short hand pointing to, Jury pointing to 2 or 3, short hand pointing to 2. It's 2 o'clock. Next example, it's 1 o'clock. So we draw the long hand pointing to 12 and short hand pointing to 1 or 2, 1. It's 1 o'clock. Okay? Homework activity 3, page 95, and home activity, page 96. Thank you for listening. See you soon. Goodbye.